Hello there, everybody, and today I'm reviewing a very different movie. I am reviewing Missing. This came out, I don't know when, like 2023 or something. And I think I saw it around the summer, I'm pretty sure. And I gotta say, this movie is really good. Really surprised me. But it's basically made by the same people who made the movie Searching. If you don't know that movie, it's about a father trying to find his daughter after she goes missing, and it all takes place on a computer. But this time, the roles are reversed when a girl named June and her mom goes missing after she goes on a little honeymoon with a person she just met online, and it's up for her daughter to go find her mom on her computer. What is really good about this movie is how thrilling it all is. I like this style of movies. It reminds me of like the Unfriended movies where it all took place on a Skype call, but in this movie it all takes place on June's computer, her phone, and June does her best to find her mom. But what started this all is after her mom goes on vacation, June literally just throws a party with her friends, and they get so distracted that when June finally has to go she has to go pick up her mom, she doesn't show up. And she even has like a sign up for her, but she realizes what's going on, and she literally files a police report, and she tries to call the various places her mom could have been. And when she was hanging out, she got various texts from her mom's new boyfriend, and she mainly just ignores them. And she mainly has like a sort of passive aggressive way when she's texting her mom. Like, she'll just give her, when she says that she loves her, she just gives the thumbs up, doesn't really say anything. And it shows the conflict between the two. They don't really get along. It's all because her dad passed away. And the movie does open with her dad. And the dad's going to be relevant later, but that's kind of a spoiler. But anyway, as this is going on, she hires a man from all the way where her mom was at, and she had to afford the cheapest she could, where the man can ask. She hires this one dude to help her find her, where her mom could have been, and he could ask the various hotels if there was any footage of her mom. And basically what June is doing is she's just trying to find her. She's trying to access her email, but it just doesn't work out. But she manages to access her new boyfriend's account, his own Google account, by figuring out his password. And she mainly gets FBI calls, and then we get this one cop who helps June out, but he tells her to not really interfere since she's committing crimes herself, because she's accessing her banking information, her boyfriend's banking. But it all leads to her finding her mom on some dating app. That's where she met this guy, and June and her friend literally access all the blocked people, and it turns out he has blocked a lot of people, and a lot of them he's trying to message, and he's using various names. That's an obvious red flag, and it leads to her, I think, finding various other websites. And when she's searching through the dating app, she finds out her boyfriend, whose name is Kevin Lin, who turns out to actually be who's been convicted of something, and he had to basically try to put it behind him. And we find various videos where the mom is expressing how worried she is for June. It shows how much she cares, and the boyfriend basically replies that maybe give her a benefit of the doubt, maybe. But it all leads to various twists and turns when she basically finds like this secret message app that Kevin is using to message this one of her agents. She first talked to June on the phone, but she basically disguises herself as Kevin on this secret message app, and she's given a number. It's revealed to be one of the people helping her out. It's not the agent dude, it's this one lady. And so June tries to investigate what has happened. And she ends up revealed to be murdered. And that's where this whole missing thing goes to global news. They're saying the mom went missing. And they do find like security footage of like the boyfriend actually proposing to the mom. But that's where we see the mom get kidnapped in a car. And that's what makes global news. And people are making conspiracy theories and stuff about her. And June does like her best to like say it's false information. But she later gets into conflicts with the guy who was helping June out as she's like freaking out as she's finding more information out about what's going on. And we do learn a bit of a backstory between the guy. It turns out he isn't in the best of terms with his son. But June uses this against him when she almost finds out what could lead to her mom. She basically, once she finds out the information, the guy like tells her like, hey, maybe there's stuff you don't know about your mom, and then June's like, I'm not giving up on my mom. You gave up on your son. And then she basically hangs up, and that's where stuff happens. And I think what makes June almost give up, she almost shuts down the computer, but she looks for her various notes, and she's able to use her mom's. She finds out that one of her, she uses one of her nicknames as her password. And she is able to finally get on her mom's desktop. And by the way, during the investigation, June does find out that the photos that they sent weren't actually her mom. It was an actress pretending to be her mom. And the cops do find Kevin Lynn, and he is murdered by a squad team, and it was just shocking. It was a shocking moment for sure, and I think June is able to use her mom's password to find her blocked people, and it turns out the biggest plot twist of this movie is that her dad is actually alive. Once June is figuring this out, that's where we get a ring notification from Ring doorbell, and we see a mysterious man in the hood. It's revealed to be her father. It turns out he didn't die after all, and we find out what's really going on. So basically, June's mom met up with this guy, Kevin Lynn, and I think he was hired to lure her mom on some vacation. But then when, at the right moment, the father basically kidnapped June's mom. And he drove her all the way back to their old house. And we even see camera footage of it, which is revealed to be June's old childhood home. And basically, June is freaked out when she finds out it's been her dad this whole time. And the reason why he faked his death was because once the mom figured out who her husband really was, it turns out he was a drug dealer. And she told the police on him, and he was very aggressive. We even hear voicemails, and he's basically caught and arrested. But once he got out, he plotted his revenge. And he basically kidnaps June. And we even get a sort of jump scare where June tries to run away once her friend's calling her, but she gets taken away and is taken to their house, and they're tied up, muffled. And yeah, he's basically going to do bad things. He almost kills June, but he ends up threatening them both with a gun once they escape their bandages. But I think he ends up shooting her mom, and June is freaked out, and she actually says she loves her mom. and the guy is basically gonna kill them both. But at the last second, when he's struggling against June, when they get into that little fight, June's mom literally grabs like a sharp object and stabs him in the neck, I'm pretty sure, and I think he dies, which, yeah, he got some karma. And but June's phone dies as she tries to call her friend, but he doesn't want to talk to her. And we even see like a music play as he's still doing his job, but he says don't call back. But June apologizes for saying that you weren't there for your son, and she basically says look up my Instagram, and he basically does, and they manage to find the address and where they're at. But all hope seems lost when her phone dies, but she manages to use her smartwatch, which she had by coincidence, and she manages to call 911, and the cops come, and I assume that they arrest the man, and everything is back to normal. And she ends up getting a call from her mom saying everything's back to normal. And by the way, during her text, the movie starts off with her mom's Bitmoji as like a mom who's swearing because she's constantly hating being badgered by her mom. But once everything's back, once her mom's rescued, it actually changed to a normal Bitmoji face. So yeah, they've repaired their relationship. Everyone's relationships have repaired. Her mom's back, and basically June basically tells her mom that she loves her, and June's mom trolls by sending just the thumbs up emoji. But she says, I'm kidding, I love you too. And then the movie ends, and that's Missing. So Missing was a really surprising movie. I felt I was most excited when watching this movie. I really like our protagonist. She goes through a little arc in this movie. Yeah, and I hope they do more movies like this. Like, these movies are really exciting to watch. Like, movies that all take place on a desktop. And we see like the various, and people say social media just controls our lives or something, but it's unique the way they do it in this kind of filmmaking. So yeah, Missing is like an 8 out of 10. I don't think I really had any issues with the movie. It was a really good movie. But yeah, like I said, I hope we get more like it. But the next movie I'd like to review is Oppenheimer. It's unexpected to say in this video, but anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.